This is episode 8 of the North Korean Let's Play. I have decided I'm not going to cheese with the world tension. That's how the game is. You got to do a war goal to gain tension and then keep it going. And we'll just manage your embargoes and how much you generate. That's how you're supposed to be playing it. So I'm really not going to cheese and declare war here with generating tension for free with the console. But it is what it is. I did turn off Article 9 for the Japanese, and they produce a bunch of Navy and a bunch of divisions. So we're gonna have to go into Navy, and for our Navy, we're gonna do battleships are really good. They have like crazy amount of piercing, so you can mince up their light ships and use your anti-ship guided missiles, which is your torpedoes, against their capitals and the light attack. Because there's no heavy attack in this mod, but it's light attack still works. It shoots what's right in front of it in the line. It doesn't shoot behind the capitals. You have to get through their screen ships first. The torpedoes will go through as long as the screening's down. So the battleships are just better, but they're way more expensive. I can get 2 of the cruisers out and get them out faster, and I can make a little bit of an anti-sub, but not really. Probably the helicopter carrier. I'm going to need to get the light helipad 2. Let's see the difference between light helipad 1 and light helipad 2. This is just 30 sub detection, 36. It's not a huge difference. Okay. Not really a huge difference. I think we're going to go for the cruisers. We need the AA anyways. And we're going to go for the railguns. That's just more research. Yeah, but the railguns on the heavy ships are crazy. Better than the heavy guns, regular heavy guns. Railguns on the heavy gun module slots. We'll go for railguns. We'll get that researched. We need to get a bunch of stuff. I'll start the game soon. And give me a second. It's weird with the aviation. I can't steal any more blueprints. I have to go somewhere else. And then even then, I only steal 1 blueprint and it goes away. I'm not sure why that's a thing, but we'll try it anyways again. So we're gonna leave them there while they get that last blueprint. I can't do it again. There's where other people at. Take her, put her in Germany, and take the guy at home there's no one infiltrating us because we're not doing anything. We're just sitting around, fortunately. We'll do that with Germany. Let's fix our economy real quick. Oh, and our focuses. I had no idea this was here. Should actually pay attention here. This tree, Yongjun, unlocks with Kim Jong-un. And this gets you back up to economic boom. So we lost our economic boom when we unified again, and it just went away automatically. We get it back with these 2 focuses down here. Here. Courage, consumption, and incentive-based economy. We need to do that. We'll finish this later, that one later. We're going to get this first, and we're going to go to our Navy and pick up Grand Fleet for a superior tactician. Try to roll a good general with iron sight or the superior tactician. We'll do that. We'll find a general. We'll do that when we have downtime. Let's actually get to... That was a good one. That was chance to receive critical hits, and you get superior tactician for naval positioning. So we're going to build dockyards. We need a lot of dockyards. We need a power plant, fossil fuel power plant. So we're going to build those 2. Our reactor's going to have to wait. No offices. This is cool because we're running into an unemployment rate problem. Now that we have more downtime, we can't just expand and snowball scale. We have to worry about our unemployment rate. We need our monthly population to go up, so we're going to do these focuses here. We can probably start it now. We're going to do this focus here, 30% monthly population, and it helps you with your health cost and output, obviously. That's good. We need to get cruisers. And for our anti-sub, yeah, we'll probably just put a module on our AA cruisers. Well, no, that's going to hurt the AA attack. Okay. Yeah, we'd have to create a separate sonar for that. And it's going to be a light helipad, so I think we might make a separate destroyer module for that. We'll probably do. And we'll see, but we need to get this. Advanced computer systems and the modern autocannon. So we'll grab the computer systems now. Autocannon can wait 118 days and it'll match up just fine. We still have to wait for this to get done. See when the autocannon will be done. 545 days. Okay. Well, let's just grab it now. It's fine. We'll grab it now. We need to make our next APCs. We'll make a heavy APC as well for our armor divisions. We need to get this semi-modern turbine engine for that. At least a better engine, because one we're in right now is not going to be good enough. Not fast enough for armor. Because the IFE, or the APC and the IFE are slower, way slower base speed than the tank itself. 9.5, and this is 3.3 and 2.7. What else can we do here? Yeah, we got to get the production output for our destroyer. Let's get that. We have 1 point for that. We'll pay that. Okay, I had to alt tab for a second. We're gonna grab 1 civ first, just to make sure we stay on our cycle. Only have 1.6% quarterly GDP growth rate. So we'll grab 1 civ first, then we'll go up to fast growth, and then grab the office sector, and then get up to economic boom again. And we're gonna grab, next thing we need is we need the anti-air. Also need better command and control equipment. This is really huge. You get organization bonuses, and you can upgrade the organization and some recovery rate if you want. We need better weapons. We need to transport helicopters. We can. We got to get this focus done and get down to our monthly population. We need to get spy satellites for the research speed. 2015 orbital launch vehicle. Get and just because those are most expensive. Well, they take the most time. The spy satellites are really expensive too. They have such a huge bonus. It's like 25% research speed, which is a lot. Should have got that sooner. For our divisions, we're going to do 44 with infantry divisions. They'll fit in every tile besides the hills. Not as good in the hills. When we're fighting in the hills, like for China, we'll use 42 with infantry divisions. And then for anywhere else in the world, it's going to be 44 with divisions. And then for our tanks, they're going to be huge. We're going to actually turn up the heat in our tanks. Gonna use, let's see the forest tiles here. We're gonna use 67 widths for our tanks. 67 widths. As long as we have the organization for it. We'll see how our organization works out, but we should with the command and control org bonuses. And then for the hill tiles, we're not worried about that with our tanks, to be honest. It'll probably just be 67 widths, and then yeah, we'll see if for a smaller width that we can come up with here. Just the values are way different than base game. A lot bigger. Get a lot more width into a tile, and you get a lot more org bonuses. Well, let's grab the we'll grab the anti-air now. It's fine. Grab it now, because our air is not going to be ready for a while. And we really need to pump out these dockyards. And let's go into our destroyers. Let's put... We can only put 1 light helipad. I'm pretty sure on our cruisers we can put more than 1 light helipad on it. That might just be... See if we can. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, we can. We can put more than 1 light helipad on it. Okay, so we're probably going to make a separate cruiser for anti-sub. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do 1 AA cruiser, 1 anti-sub cruiser, and 1 railgun cruiser. Have a like 3 railguns, 2 anti-sub, and 1 AA cruiser, and that'll be enough to kill the Japanese Navy. They have a huge Navy, or it's not too big now, but yeah, it gets pretty huge. We'll have like 11 helicopter carriers, and yeah, I let some time pass to see how their article now will work out, and yeah, it definitely works out pretty well. We need to focus. Jeez, national focus. Get up to consumption. Shouldn't have got this Cold War support weapons, but I mean, it's a start. Level 1 version. We need more piercing on our infantry. We want to get our infantry to have like, I don't know, 85, 90 piercing if we can. Not a huge thing. Our interest rate's only at 1.5%. We're losing a bunch of money, but that's fine. We get a bunch of money in this tree too. We can just keep going with that. And our productivity is looking really good. It's at 4.3, but it'll get up to a lot more when we get up to economic boom again. I built these stupid old ships with a bunch of upgraded stuff for some reason. I think I was just playing too long. I don't know what I was doing. I thought they were destroyers, and they're not. They're corvettes. They're going to go to separate fleets, but it's whatever. I'm not too worried about it. We'll train that later. We don't want to spend the oil on that. One's down. These guys are fine. They're going to go to here and here separately. But that's all right for now. We can't upgrade the MIOs or put more MIOs on it, but then we can't get our ships. So we're going to have to micro that as it comes out and change the MIOs. We do want to get the screen ships MIOs done, but just finish the heavy ship MIO for that. The upgrades that we can there. I think maybe our blueprints are ready to be stolen for the Germans. Let's check. They are ready. Let's infiltrate their air force. We'll take her and her, I guess. That's fine. Doesn't matter. As long as we have one infiltrator. And when they come back, we'll steal the aviation blueprints. We did get this one research slot. We have... Okay. I don't know how long that's been there, but probably not long. Like when those 2 civs were done. Got ready to be released. Okay, now we need another power plant. Yeah, we're just going to do fossil fuel. So we can scale. Make sure we stay on economic boom. That's the most important thing here. We'll get one more civ after this, I think. We'll do one more civ and that's it after this one's over. No more. Keep going to our navy and getting better generals. We are going to join the SCO, but we're not going to upgrade to their international officer corps. We would get a big bonus to our leaders, navy leaders and stuff. Special forces cap and everything like that else. But we do want to declare war on China eventually, but this will help us with our trade opinion factor plus 10%. We won't get embargoed if we do go to war, which I'm pretty sure we won't because our opinion is really high. Pretty high, and yeah. But we will join just for the trade opinion factor and to do some military exercises, and it makes sense. We want to do some military training as well. Let's grab the output and the monthly population next. That's the most pressing matter. We do have to start worrying about our unemployment rate, so we need to get down for the required workforce minuses here, all the way down this tree. And we got to get our command and control equipment and our better guns. Lots of stuff we need. We do have to get down this tree and then all the way down and get these bonuses here so we can declare war on Japan. But we need to have cruisers for that, and we didn't even start the freaking cruiser stuff. The next thing we got to get is the Navy for the cruisers. We got to get railguns. It'll be done pretty soon here. I'm pretty sure we're researching the railguns. Yeah, it's almost done. 60 days. You only put 2 railguns on the cruisers, which is not... Battleships can have up to 5 railguns. But we'll refit the cruisers with the better level 2 railguns. That's not for like 10 years. So. Just for the Japanese war, we're gonna need that. We don't have the air for it. They're gonna have better air than us by a long shot. Didn't do an upgrade either. Jeez. Let's do that, and we'll start decrypting Pakistan, I guess, and then South Africa. Doesn't really matter. We got time. Just how this mod is. I'm debating cutting stuff out. I mean, I've said everything I need to say as far as what we're gonna do for the next 2 years. Research that we need to get. The upgrades that we'll make. I will show the templates. We're going to do a 40 with Mountaineers. The mountain tiles are... Yeah, 120 combat with. We'll only be able to have 1 additional attack, but I think it's worth it. To have some more breakthrough, because it's going to be hard to push with breakthrough if we make it a 30 with. Still have enough of the mountains bonuses. Not too much artillery in that. Need to focus again. the office. I think it's only been like 10 days though. It's okay. 20 days. But this is important. We got to get to economic boom as soon as possible. We need some air doctrine stuff. Get that now. It's fine. We got time. Unlock that. We're just gonna get all the stuff that grants air superiority because we're not gonna have air support. Fine, I guess. Grab all that down. We're doing dispersed. We're not going to do multi-rolls. We have bonuses to light and medium fighters. Put down the street. Escort. All the way. This doesn't matter. We'll just grab this. And for our Navy XP, we're going to make their designs. And we're going to do our Marine Doctrine as well. Navy Doctrine can probably wait. I think it's probably in pressing matter. We're doing green water Navy, I think. Either green or blue. The ship refitting speed would be huge. Plus 30%. We already have plus 25%. How many extra ships do we have here? Not too many left. As far as normal surface fleet. And they're really old stuff. This is like 1965. All the stuff's 1965. I don't think we're going to grab the refitting speed. We probably should have earlier. For sure. Let's do this one first. Let's lose this opinion. We don't get the opinion back for another focus after that. So we'll micro that a little bit. Do our economic boom. We're probably going to go blue water Navy because we do want to get carriers at some point. Yeah, repair speed will help too. And the shore bombardment, the helicopter operators are really good for the shore bombardment. And the battleships are not too bad either. But I think you need the heavy guns, not the rail guns for that shit, that shore bombardment bonus. We're not going to make a separate variant. We'll probably just do the helicopter operator carriers. It should be enough. Grab the cruiser. And see if there's any bonuses we can put towards our... Well, light ships, I don't want to spend XP on that until it's almost ready. Fully here. I guess to the left. Yeah. And they're all different variants. There's like 3 different variants we have to upgrade. 15 XP each. We're not going to do that. Do some military exercises with Mongolia. If China asks us to do exercises, we're not going to accept that. We don't want to share our military strategy with China at all. We're going to go straight down for the monthly population. And, yeah, we can't get the light helipad for a while unless we go all the way down this tree. I think that's not as pressing. We'll just get double light 1 helipads on our cruiser that we're going to make for anti-submarine. Yeah, they don't really... Because we're going to get embargoed so much that we're not going to have much trade anyways. Once we get everything that we need, all the resources that we need. I think our only trading partner is going to be Russia. And this will be probably an easy trade to... Yeah, that's our trade here, and this is our trade here. Yeah, so we can use the cruisers for that. It should be fine. Should we grab a focus? Get down to the nanofibers for the monthly population plus 30%. Our unemployment rate is already down to 4% now. We could go down our military spending to fix that, but I'd rather not do that. Hurts our output, obviously. I'd like to go on volunteer service, but we said we'd go to a different continent first. Let's get the Stealth Destroyer would be better for sure for helipad stuff, but we'll grab it. We're not gonna have carriers for a while, so we'll just grab it. It's fine. And that's the last project I think that there actually is for us to grab. I think if we dismantle this, it will save us some money. Not sure though. That's a thing. I guess we'll leave it. We gotta check our decisions. I forgot about that. Let's make sure that we do multi-population here. Resource extraction and multi-population. Don't need to sell weapons. They're not going to buy it from us because we left that treaty a while ago. They hate us now. This is all just 45% bonuses. We don't want to do that. We have 190% construction speed, so we don't want to lose productivity and resource extraction just for 45% construction. At this point, it's not worth it. Next, we're going to grab the command and control equipment for sure. And then we're going to grab the office or the robotics AI stuff. Start with that. Grab another to keep doing counterintelligence. We steal their blueprints yet? No, we didn't. Okay, they're back. So let's make sure we steal these blueprints. Grab all of our agents that have the bonus. There's just 2, I think. Okay, we just have 2. One guy did die. It was just a really bad roll. It was, I checked, it was excellent when that happened to us. The chance was excellent for the operation, and we still lost them. It's just a bad roll. Double bad roll, actually, because he died. What else we can do here? I think we're good. Need to focus. Again, I don't know why I keep missing that. I gotta stop clicking stuff so much and actually read what I'm doing. For our mech ruins, we are going to change our template to probably 42 with some, I think. We can do some math. I'm just trying to find the optimal templates for everything because I'm off of the beginner templates. We don't need to do the beginners anymore. We're not a beginner at this point. Mod. And they're really good in the hills and the urban. That's why you want to use the APCs. That's their whole point. But the 33 widths are good because you can fit. I mean, the 2 in the urban's not going to matter. The combat width is so big there. It's not really a factor. Probably just do they can fit in 2 tiles. Yeah, let's do 127 at 63. Okay. 40. Yeah, we'll make it a 42 width. That's what it is. Okay. We'll do 42 with the mechanized cav. Yeah, mech cav. I think that's what it. There's like mechanized and there's armored, but you only get the bonuses for the vanilla. It says vanilla on it. Mechanized. Okay. That's armored here. We'll do our doctrines soon, but we want to get the better officers. We won't have the best officers because we're not going to join the International Academy. We'll just keep going with our Navy guys and keep spamming them out on the best one we can. We want to find a different admiral for other stuff as well. Probably an air controller. Yeah, either a convoy warfare, or we'll probably go into littoral combat. Let's see if we found a good general. We want the armor to be good, and the positioning. Okay, media personnel. He's got a pride of a fleet and positioning. His defense. He has no positioning there. Probably gonna go with this guy, a 335. Good fleet coordination. Naval hit chance plus 25%, and he's got the chief engineer. Yeah. Torpedo screen penetration. For the visibility. That just goes to that at their torpedo cooldown. We're gonna go for their torpedo cooldown or the hit chance. Probably the torpedo cooldown because they shoot every 4 hours, I think it is. We'll go straight into that. We should have got the concealment expert there, and I think, but yeah, the torpedoes are really good because that's your anti-ship guided missiles. Is your torpedoes. We'll break the cipher of South Africa now. Power the Danju. We'll get down to the money so we can keep our interest rate at bay. And we'll go down for well, let's do this next focus, encourage, and we're gonna get the naval dockyard output plus 10%. That's no negative 10% construction production cost. It's a different modifier, but you get the point there. Shit, we don't need this. Let's make sure we have, let's do one here. And we gotta keep our GDP kind of steady. So we'll do more civs. We don't want to build offices because it takes way too much of our workers in the workforce there. Keep our unemployment rate as high as we can. I know it sounds stupid, but we don't want to make it so we have no people left to work and we start losing GDP. These guys need to move out of the way. Lose attrition here. People keep training these guys, even though we haven't changed their width down to 44. We're going to probably do 42, like I said, for the hills, and because this is a huge front for China. We'll do 42, and then when we get to the forest, we'll have 44 widths. Grab the better cruiser. We got to get railgun next. Railgun, and we need to get probably the better anti-air and the better surface attack. But we don't want to make them too expensive. I think we'll just go for the anti-vessel missiles because these are more expensive by a good amount here. 1740, and this is only 1100. So we'll do 1100s for our torpedoes, anti-ships, and we'll pick up the anti-air. This will give us the anti-submarine missile 4 as well. We got to get all 3 of those technologies. And we got to get better weapons as well once this medium aircraft's done. We're gonna max out our counterintelligence, and we're gonna get military department maxed out, and then go for interrogation techniques. And now probably encryption after that, and then go for interrogation techniques last. Grab the dockyard output for the production cost. You're trying to min-max this, and at least leave 1. I think that we just messed up there. Well, these are done in March, yeah, because we don't have enough pass capacity. It's like 5 max. We gotta get 4 bonuses, or 3. Yeah, 3 bonuses. We already have 1 on it, so we gotta get that. I'm debating using this for a better engine now. We get this engine. We do want to make our armor APCs, but it'd be more well suited for the modern turbine engine at that point. This might just be a permanent slot. Probably will be a permanent slot. The first country we're going to go after, our major, is probably going to be China. India is probably the better choice, but I think it'd be funner gameplay would be the China one. I think we could take them eventually. And we have the resources that we need, and our only partner to trade with is Russia over here. You'll be fighting under red air. You get a 30% bonus in combat if you have that air superiority, as long as you have close air support that can fly. You won't have for a while. Yeah, we'll keep this, and then we'll micro a power plant every. See what we have a negative 50% construction speed on our power plants. 10,000, that's 50,000. I don't know the math there. I guess it just be 15,000. And our reactor speed, construction speed is negative 20%. We do have this bonus, I think. Yeah, here we got to get this. This is a plus 10%. Lots of stuff we need still. We'll go for the air stuff first. Then we'll eventually get the system nuclear reactor thing. Want to get the guns next? Let's get the guns next. We have some time to build up. And they have really good factory output already. Yeah, so as long as we get some factories on the new stuff, over time it'll build up really fast. Or decent pace. We don't have many military factories. We only got 20 military factories. We'll make our anti-air. We're just gonna make it a fat anti-air as best as we can get it. The best armor we can, because we're gonna put that into our armor divisions. We're not gonna have air superiority probably for a long time, if ever. We will eventually, but not for a long time. And these trees do go down to 2035, and then the Navy goes down to like 2045. Yeah, so this campaign will be a while. The new update comes out on the 13th. And I have final exams for college on the 10th. So we need to try to, I'll try to pump these out as best as I can. Let's make the anti-air real quick. Do the long-range missiles, tank chassis, smoke launcher, double smoke launcher, and that probably actually the armor, spaced armor, that, and this, the best engine. When is our engine done? Let's wait 33 days. Yeah, we're gonna wait 33 days for the engine to be done. Now let's start grabbing. Do railguns first, doesn't matter. And once all of our upgrades are done for our Navy, we should have the MIOs for the screen ships about wrapped up. We're probably going to grab the anti-ship guided missiles because we're going to use torpedoes on we're going to use frigates and the better ships, the better light screens. You want to have good naval positioning, so we're going to have the smaller fleet probably. We should have grabbed that penalty for them having a larger fleet. Yeah, I think that would have been a better play. Okay, this is our anti-air. It has pretty bad reliability, but our reliability bonus is going to be huge, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's get a tank variant. Yeah, let's put a tag on it for the tank. And that has the most air attack you can get for our level of our radar. We'll make that. We'll get a better engine and a better radar when we can get that. Start producing these. 1, 1, 1. And this can go. Yeah, down there. It's fine. Yeah. We need 38. Cancel this, and we'll just grab all the gold we can. He doesn't have. There's no MIO for your anti-air, unfortunately, so it only goes at one pace. More. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Need 14. Is it worth it? I think it's I think it's worth it. When is our tanks ready? 191 days. Let's start getting down and finishing this. When our command and control equipment's done, then we can grab, let's see, we need the 3. Yeah, we'll grab the robotics pretty soon when we can. Interest rate still at 0.80, which is great. This is expected police spending. I think this is negative $1 billion. It's 1.0. But the multiplier goes up, but it's 1.0. We're spending 1.8. But it'll go down by $1 billion. So we'll save some money there. Need some more oil. Yeah, I think we're just gonna grab the extra anti-air. We are ready. Okay, I think that's all we need for just to make that. And we have railguns. So we're gonna grab either the robotics or the reactor. I think the reactor is more pressing. Yeah, our interest rate's okay. Let's make sure we grab our control equipment and start producing that. So we're gonna go here, upgrade organization and the recovery rate. We're gonna decommission the old one. Just produce this one. We'll check the MIO. Do this. You do want the ATM ATN, GM, and manpads eventually. But the efficiency cap would be good. We're going to change this to assembly line optimizers. Start producing these. We'll drop some factories on it and take them off here. 5 should be just fine. All right, we're going to grab the security sector reform for the 1.0 or the extra level of army leader. And then we'll go for the rest of this tree on the left to get down to Kim Yo-jong. There's attack bonus and breakthrough and defense against Japan. Then we'll go down for the actual war with Japan. And we could do the party state and armies better, but the Eternal Party just sounds like it makes sense for the Kim family, so we'll do the Eternal Party instead. We need an upgrade. I haven't done that for a while. Messing up there. And we'll start breaking the cipher of... Not really. We're going to go next after South Africa. Yeah, Pakistan. We have India already. We'll do Iran. Sure. Do Iran. Now we finally have some room to breathe with our technology, I think. We need to build ATGMs eventually. We're not going to produce... We're not going to put these surface attack missiles in our fleet to save some money. We need to transport helicopters. We need air. And getting this, okay. We need our satellites. I think we go for the transport helicopters. Yeah, we'll go down that tree. We don't have any rubber though, so we'd have to wait until we have a war with Indonesia. Japan doesn't have rubber, so that's not the play. It's not the play. Let's go for our satellites. I think it'll pay off if we can get our spy sats out relatively soon. We can get plus 25% research speed, which will, over time, make a huge difference. We have a bunch of money in the bank from our focus, so we're good in our debt for a while. Eventually, we're probably going to have to fix that. If we did use the threat and we took this area, we'd be completely fine, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to cheat. I'm still going to go down this side, so let's go down this side and get that sorted. We're going to switch to spotter and try to grab a spotter guy for our patrol fleet. Then we'll grab air controller for an air control person for way later on. We already found our general. That's good for positioning. Only one general, unfortunately, but we're only going to have one fleet for a while anyways. Yeah, we're off economic boom now, unfortunately. We're on fast growth, is what it is. We need dockyards. We just got our new guns. Did 3 on mortars and 1 on infantry gear. Got some breakthrough, a little bit of heart attack. This is a minuscule amount. And we'll go there. We still have the MIO for the 30% efficiency gain. We'll put a few factories on that. 6. Go down to 7 and put another one on the guns. We have our reactor thing done pretty soon in 20 days, and we'll start making reactors again. We got a free spot. I think we go for the double shot rifle or the night vision here. Or we can start getting down some research in our air. I think getting down some research in the air is probably a good thing to do. Our blueprint, we're still stealing the blueprints of Germany. Okay. I did start getting the orbital launch vehicle. We'll get the 2015 version. Start producing a little bit of that. We're losing interest, yeah. We gotta have to start fixing our economy. We have a huge defensive budget. They raise the corporate tax or reduce our spending. Okay, our APC is done. We're not going to make the heavy variant until we get a better engine, but we'll make the light variant for our Marines. I don't know if we get the early kill system. Maybe one of them. We'll get one early kill system. But we don't want them to be too fast and outpace all of our stuff by too much. I think that's valid. Don't want to do that. We want gun ports, and we'll put the spaced armor here. Best engine we can get. That's it. And the aluminum armor and the wheeled suspension. That's all we can do. This will go up by nautical amount, obviously, with the armor. We have no armor on there. We'll name it light APC. Start producing these. Maybe we'll put a rabbit on it. Our equipment tag. We'll start pumping these out. We'll put this at the bottom. And what can we take off? We'll probably take off this down to 3, this down to 3, and this down to 3. That's all we can do there. We're going to put vertical integration on that second here. Go here, or not vertical, assembly line optimizers. Yeah, good. Interest rates a problem. I think I have to start dealing with that. What do you want to do here? We have to go down 1 in our spending. We just have to, unfortunately. Increase our corp tax a little bit. Yeah, that fixed it pretty much completely. Almost. And we're not going to get... Yeah, this equipment. Let's try to get the... go down the operator tree for the helipad. Is it really that pressing? I don't think it is. We're not going to have screen chips for a bit. Let's get the ATGM. Well, we just need 1 factory on this thing. Anything else that's more pressing? We're getting the thermodynamics, whatever the hell that's called. And we're going to start stealing the civilian research. Yeah, let's put a research slot in our planes. We got 2 in our planes now. And 2 in our satellites. This will be our regular army for now. Our Korean People's Army, 42 with. Eventually, we're going to need more piercing, but the ATGMs will probably bump that up. Probably won't need to switch too much here. Yeah, this is the best we can get. Some anti-air, some piercing from our APC. We do want to get the double cannon on the IFV and put that in there instead. But yeah, they'll help with the values because they suck in the planes. We got some bonuses for the planes, and then the hills will help with the APC. They still got bonuses everywhere else. Part. Yeah, that's it. All right, we're gonna go down for our better generals now. We're gonna start getting a few, get lucky for some good guys. Oh yeah, we gotta switch this to shit. Gotta switch this to combined arms to get an armored cavalry leader, and a Panzer would be good too. Yeah, we gotta get an armored cav leader for our mechanized. Works for that too. Same thing, mechanized, as far as the bonus. So this is our cruiser railgun. Got really good piercing. A lot of torpedoes on here. Some anti-air, 31 anti-air, and yeah, there's no ram on here, no anti-ship guided protection, but we have good screen ships, so they should stay alive. See, really expensive, but we're gonna grab it and we're gonna just put it on LPH. Matter. We can see it on the top if you want to. So it's LPH, and we'll make that one, and we'll make a separate one in a second. But we're finishing up all of our stuff now, finally, for all of our screens. Which means we do have to get screens, our own screens. So we're gonna do that next in our research. Get our own frigates. We'll have enough screens for now, though, with all these guys. All right, this is our anti-sub. Best we can do is 2 helipads. It's got some good piercing too with the railguns. Some anti-air, the sonar obviously, and I did put this module on it instead of the lighter one, so it doesn't lose too much org there. That's the best we can do for that one. It's really expensive as well. We'll make one of these, and we have yeah, we have 2 on the cruiser railguns, and we'll put 1 on anti-sub. Do that. Okay, so it's October 2017. Japan has, let's see what he's got. He's got a big air force with a lot of decent stuff, 4th gen stuff. He's got 70 destroyers, 60 destroyers, and 8 helicopter operator carriers. He doesn't have any screens though. He has like very small amounts of screens. So it might be possible there. Our research is looking good. Production's looking fine. We're getting 8 TGMs into the man pads. We'll put 1 on both of those. That's fine. Got to get at least 6 of these railgun cruisers and 1 of the anti-subs. They have a lot of nuclear submarines. 2020, it'll all pop off. World War II will pop off. We can go wherever we want. But hopefully we can go to war with Japan before then. It'll work out. Our energy situation is fine. Our debt is still at 2% interest, but that's kind of concerning with our amount. Did make a bunch more divisions. We have 55 divisions now, which is quite a lot. So I'll end this here. Thanks for watching. And the next episode will be war. With who? We don't know yet, but hopefully Japan.